you mean you don't know Panna? She's dope. What you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean?
What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dope Ass Panna, and jumping right into this video, guys, I collabed with Ali Pearl Hair, and today I'm going to be installing their 24-inch curly V-part wig, and I'm just starting off by doing a very quick unboxing for you guys. This wig is going to be super easy for me to install because it is a V-part, which means that I'm going to be leaving out the minimal amount of leave out versus a U-part where you'll typically have to leave out more and be better at blending. This V-part is going to make it super easy and ready for me to go. If y'all don't know, I am currently 33 weeks pregnant, and I also have a toddler running around. My first son is 1, so I'm definitely all about convenience right now. So I'm looking for something that is quick and easy to install, and so we are really going to put this unit to the test. So first we're going to get into the construction of the unit. So inside there is an elastic band, which is going to make this unit literally sit on your head perfectly and tighter, and you guys can see that it has those grips on it to really allow it to be a lot more secure. When you purchase the unit, the V-part is actually going to be sealed, but right when we're ready to install, we're going to cut that little tab that is keeping it closed. So now I'm just showing you guys the clips. There's 3 clips around, 1 clip in the middle, and then around your middle part you actually have 4 clips. So this wig is going to be extremely secure, guys. Also on the sides there are still elastic band straps where you guys can make the unit tighter as well. In these next couple clips, I'm just going to show you guys the natural texture and curl pattern of this unit, which is absolutely beautiful. You guys can definitely take it out the box and install it like this, but I always like to wash my units prior to putting them on my head. So I'm going to go in with my favorite shampoo and conditioner by The Hair Chemist. This is their Castor Pro Growth shampoo and conditioner, and I'm going to go ahead and wash the unit. This is going to obviously make the unit smell really, really good. It didn't have any type of foul smell to it, but I just like it to smell really fresh and really good. Also, I found that when I wash my curly units, it comes out with like a little bit more of a natural curl pattern, and so it makes it easier for me to blend my natural hair in with the units. And lastly, y'all, if we being real, we don't know what hands our units have been through prior to us getting them, so it's just always important that we really take the time to wash them, just to make sure that, you know, what we're putting on our head is clean. So I love to do that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and wash this and then leave it to kind of air dry, and I'm gonna install it when it's about 90% dry. But you guys can see how beautiful that curl pattern is. I absolutely love it. I went ahead and I put it on top of my mannequin head so that it would be able to dry, and I just make sure that it's fully detangled so that it dries beautifully. And I absolutely love the curl pattern on this unit. If you guys know me, then you guys know that I love big hair, so I was excited to see how this unit transformed once it dried. The shape of this unit was bomb. It had a natural kind of face framing already, and y'all, that's me. I'm 33 weeks pregnant. You guys can see how beautifully that unit dried in the back, and this is my natural hair when it's about 80% dry. I washed it this morning, and yeah, it pretty much dried already, but I'm going to show you guys how I section my hair out for this V-part. So even though it is a V-part unit, I still kind of part a U-shaped in my head. And for the rest of my hair, I'm actually going to braid into 6 straight back braids. Y'all, one of the reasons why I really, really love doing curly units is because you don't have to get a super flat braid down. So if you guys are like me and you want to do something super quick and super convenient, you guys can literally throw your hair in 6 dookie braids and you won't be able to tell, because this is not a wig that needs to lay like extremely flat on your head. So I'm just sectioning out my leave out, and if you guys are nervous about not taking out enough, it's always better to take out more. You guys can always re-braid that down. And then these are my 6 braids, and I know what y'all thinking. Oh, actually I did 4 braids. I was super lazy with it. I know what y'all thinking. Now, Panna, y'all, I didn't even part these braids out. Like, we thugging it out, okay? So this is what the unit looks like dry. Like I said, it's naturally face framed. I absolutely love this curl pattern. I literally could not wait to put this on my head. So now that we are ready to install, I'm just gonna separate out all the hair on each side from the part, and I'm gonna cut that little tab in the middle, and you're just gonna cut that right off. That's gonna open up that part for you, and it will be ready to install. Now, I also wanted to show you guys that there are little adjustable threads that you're able to cut to make your part deeper if you need to make your part deeper. And I actually needed to do that for this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that first little piece of thread. Always put your unit on your head and kind of measure it out and see where your leave out is. And like I said, if you need to take some away, you can. Now, I am going to start by clipping these clips in, and you want to try to get the unit as close to the edge of your head as you can. That's how you're going to get the most natural and most realistic look. So you guys can see I'm clipping that right at my edge. Next, I'm going to flip the wig over and I'm going to secure that band. This is going to make sure that this unit is staying on my head and staying nice and secure. And then I'm going to flip the wig over and start to insert all 3 of those clips around the unit into my natural hair. And y'all can already see how natural this is looking, guys. I was getting juiced at this point, like, oh my God. So here I'm just taking a step back so you guys can really see that length on me. Like I said, this is 24 inches, and because it's naturally face frame, my hair should blend right in, even though my hair at the top is not as long. So just to get right into the blending, I'm going to be using 2 products, Talia Waheed Curl Souffle and the Dove Collection Hair Mousse. And I'm also going to be using a spray bottle with just some water in it, just to make sure I wet down my hair so that I'm able to blend it. So I'm starting off by doing a middle part. If you do a V part, it is very minimal leave out, so you can't really play around with the part as much. If you get a U part wig, those wigs you can do like middle part, sometimes side part, so that is another difference between the V part wig. But if you're somebody who's really trying to protect your natural hair, then these V part wigs are the way to go. The V part is also just a lot easier to style with that minimal leave out. You don't have to worry about blending as much, but I just started off by putting water on my hair and I brushed it. And one really easy thing you can do depending on your curl pattern is kind of just brush your natural hair with the hair, and you guys can see that it was kind of blending, but I know that when my hair dries, it's literally going to puff up, so I do have to go a step further. So I'm going to start off by putting mousse, and then I'm going to take like a little dime size amount of the Talia Waheed, and I'm going to kind of finger coil, and I'm going to show you guys 2 different ways to blend my hair, because I originally did this method and I didn't like the way that it turned out, and so I went in and did another method, but I'm going to show you guys both ways and how beautifully this unit looks. So I'm going to continue to do the same thing to the opposite side of my hair. I'm going to apply both products and then I'm going to finger coil them. And at this point, like I said, the V part unit is actually pretty much dry, so I do have to wait for my top hair to dry to kind of blend that look in. And if you guys want a really flat middle part, some people don't like that textured look at the top, then I'm actually taking the wig cap that they provided for me. I'm gonna make sure that my hair is as flat as it can be in there, and I'm gonna take a blow dryer and I'm just gonna blow dry, and so that's gonna help it dry a little bit more flat versus having like a boofy textured look. You don't have to make sure that your hair is 100% dry when you do this, but you do want to make sure that it's pretty dry so that your part is flat, and you guys can see how it made that part a little bit more flat. Then as you comb your hair and you are blending it into the unit, you want to make sure that you're holding the top down so that you don't kind of refluff it out. So you guys will see me put my hand here and kind of brush through the bottom so that it blends while trying not to disturb that root area. Now, as I went through this method, I decided that I kind of really didn't like the way that it turned out. I started wetting the unit down and seeing if I can just make those ends blend a little bit more, but I just knew my hair and I knew that when it dried up, it wasn't gonna blend the way that I wanted it to. It really wasn't horrible, but I just knew that I can get a better blend on it. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go in and do kind of like a twist out where I'm twisting my natural hair with the actual unit, and this is going to allow my hair to dry in the same curl pattern as the unit. And again, this is something that you have to be a little bit patient with. I kind of let my hair air dry just because I had time, but if I was in a rush or on the go, I would definitely take a blow dryer and hit it with the blow dryer. But I like this method better, so this is kind of what we went ahead and rocked out with. Now, when I took this down, my hair wasn't completely dry, but I did wait about 20 to 30 minutes before I took it down. You guys can see how natural my curl pattern is already blending a lot better with this natural curl pattern. Now, my roots are going to be a little textured just because that's how my hair is up there. And I personally don't mind that look because I think it just makes the unit look a little bit more natural, but you guys can decide if you guys like it or not in the finished look. But you guys can see how much better that blends, and I knew that when my hair dried it was gonna stay in this texture. I am gonna lightly run my fingers through it just so that the curls up there are not super uniform, and sometimes I like to run my fingers through underneath just to create a little bit of volume without disturbing those curls super much. But now your girl is starting to light up. I was like, okay, now we looking like something. I'm feeling this. Now, I did do a little extra face framing off camera, so if you guys can see on my counter in the back there, you guys can see just a little bit of the curls. I really honestly didn't cut off much, but I did do a little bit more face framing around my face. I probably could have took off more, but I didn't want to chop this unit up, y'all, because I absolutely love the way it looked, and I love long hair. And the more you run your fingers through it, the bigger it's gonna get, especially if the unit is dry, so please keep that in mind. So yes, if you guys are looking for a super quick, easy to style unit, this is definitely your go-to, y'all. I am feeling like a hot girl and I absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, all of the products that I use in this video will be linked in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys check out Ali Pearl Hair. I love you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I will catch you guys in my next video. What you mean you don't know Panna? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?